Hey Capricorn, today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Capricorn, and as always, a general read. So my Capricorns, my God, healing family issues, children. Honestly, I think there are inner child wounds being triggered. And I know the energies has been very difficult. Now, as heavy as they are, I know that it's has a turn of events for positive things, Capricorn. So don't mind the sound of my pessimism. It's not. It's more of me going through it with you as your sister sign, Capricorn. Honestly, it took me a while to even turn on this video, to get on and do this reading. So please know that I'm here with you, you know, with the difficulties, energetically, whatever your body. Some of you are just physically purging if you're in that path. Especially empaths, there's just a purge, and you probably are experiencing actual physical symptoms here. So this is an energy of self-love, and it's been for a while. And a lot of you, I'm gonna put these back, but let go, control issues, new love. You know, things are opening up, and I think the control issues has to do with the more of the cyclical mood swings. Capricorns don't do good when we're not feeling grounded, because we know how to pick ourselves up, right? So Capricorn, I'm saying this because I'm sure all of you, you know how you can get into these sad moments, but you do it behind closed doors, and then, you know, you can open your door and then everyone just sees a smile or something, because you know how, when to shut it off. And I think the control issues to me is more of, allow yourself time and space to feel, because there's a reason for the purge. Okay, so let's get into this love read. What's going on? I just feel lots of transitions. A lot of you are leaving connections or either having conversations with connections. I do feel that, you know, so here we have separation, or even, you know, it really just says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And a lot of you, it's not even actually leaving a connection. Yeah, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And playfulness, recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's the inner child. And right now, your inner youthful spirit may not feel so youthful. So it might feel like you're pulling more out of you, to especially those who are empaths. The empathic compassion fatigue is real, which I'm telling you is what I'm experiencing. So this separation could just literally mean like, go to your corners, have your own alone time. Maybe just not doing everything with your partner is necessary. But for some of you, it's an actual separation. Honeymoon here. A lot of you have been picking up vacation time. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Some of you will need some vacation time to rejuvenate. I think that's where a lot of things will re-trigger here. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So chemistry will be re-triggered for some of you. But also this is for some of you who are just walking away from something and just kind of focusing on yourself to your spirit needs time to recharge in order for this attraction, because it's about the law of attraction, for you to feel magnetic again. And right now, like I said, some of you are empaths, where the magnetic attraction, you don't have the energy to be pulled by anyone right now. So this time apart, whether it's vacation on your own, even more solitude, spa days, whatever that looks like, tuning in, going for walks, it's necessary. So I don't normally pull these spiritual journey oracles, but I'm going to do it for you, Capricorn, only because, you know, I love you guys, and you're my best supporters on this channel anyway. And honestly, I do feel this is more of a spiritual transition. This is more of an emotional body thing. So a lot of you are experiencing symptoms right now So I want to make sure I give something for those who are, those who aren't, you know, you already know where your energy stands, but I definitely want to give guidance for those who are feeling stuff within and are having some purging the past few heavy days of the retrograde that has been for good. I think we've been on the heavy energies of the retrograde. All planets are on retrograde, but Mercury specifically for like 5 days now, 6 days. Okay, so let's see. Give me more on the spiritual transitions for our Capricorns. And you guys know, if you watched that bonus read, I did these as well. So I'm not surprised. Paradigm shift, you guys. It is a shift. Let go of outdated and ineffective beliefs. I really feel this is such a shift. It's a struggle, you know. You have soul alignment here. There's an integration of yourself and your soul's purpose happening at the same time. So a lot of you are going through this soul alignment. Signs and synchronizations, yes. Signs and synchronizations. The universe is communicating to you through numbers, symbols, and other signs. Watch for them as they hold a deeper meaning for your life. There's so much happening, you guys. And oh, I knew it. I'm going to stress this card right here, Capricorn, symptoms. I cannot tell you how strong this feels for me and what I've been picking up. So symptoms here happen when we go through these shifts. And the past couple of days, I know some of you, and this is why I felt the need to take these specific cards out for those of you who are experiencing symptoms. Spiritual symptoms. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, you guys, but you guys know, if you've been on this path for some time, know what that means. They kind of just fade. But emotional, physical, or mental stimulus has caused a reaction. Know its positive and negative impact. So these symptoms are obviously giving you a lot of information. And right now, you're not in a space to really be pulled by anyone, right? Because this is a space of recharging. And there goes my voice. As you can see, I'm experiencing symptoms. So there's a need to recharge. And a lot of it is the integration of the self. Some of you have been very strong in dream state right now. So pay attention to the dreams. But if you don't remember them, just know that there's an integration happening on the other side as well, which is you doing the work. And somehow, you know, I can never pinpoint how these changes happen, but somehow they kind of resolve themselves. This is why sometimes I just can't wait till the Mercury retrograde is over, because it's like this, it's like a switch. I can't tell you, it's like a switch, and all of a sudden you guys feel better. So this will be going on, I feel, for a couple of weeks for a lot of you, especially after the post shadow. So some of you may have to wait for after the post shadow to get out of these energies. So, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I just had to really give that message. I know I spent some time, but it's because that, I'm not kidding you, for some of you, this time apart doesn't necessarily mean, if you're in a relationship, doesn't necessarily mean apart from your person. It just means you need time alone to really integrate what you're feeling, and whatever that space is and how you can find it. You know, it's just something you have to do. So we're going to get into here on more energies. Yeah, the root. These chakra cards have been coming out on all the reads like crazy. And yep, there goes the emotional withdrawal, 8 of Cups. There's distance needed right now to allow your root chakra, your base chakra, to recharge. Let's see what else we've got. Beautiful. So we've got Chariot, which is triumph here, and we have 8 of Pentacles. So this is a determination, patience, and planning in this deck. With the 2 sevens, this is to me always a spiritual journey. The number 7 is always when you're in a spiritual path and you're going through some transitions that kind of need your space to be able to make moves. And I feel like this, whatever moves you're going to make, you're just kind of being patient with yourself. I'm feeling temperance energy. So it's divine, is divinely orchestrated. but there's information that's happening, whether through the sign synchronicities, through your symptoms, emotional body, that is showing you what the next stage is, or just taking it day by day. Here we have Judgment, which in another deck it's called Review and Contemplation, and in here it's called the Truth. And this is definitely a reflective time of all those changes you're about to make. Six of Swords, to me, I always call this my Six of Swords. So there's a need to harmonize yourself and find some mental peace, also to move on from things. And there's a letting go, because next to it we have the World, and that just means a cycle is ending. So this is definitely a paradigm shift, which Spirit wants to point out, right? So we're letting go of outdated and ineffective beliefs. Our spirit is transitioning, and it usually always happens through our chakras, our soul alignments, and our soul usually calls out to us. Our higher self calls out to us and prepares us for this very uncomfortable at times integration, right? There is an integration of your self and your soul's purpose happening at the same time, and the integration can become very uncomfortable, but it's extremely important. So let's see what else we've got here. Again, we're on the Chariot. Wow. Talk about patience here. Capricorn, there you go, the Devil, but the Five of Cups, Empress in the bottom, and Ten of Swords. And again, we're doing away, you're going to find that optimism in the Sun here, right? But there's going to, again, we're looking at the Seven of Pentacles. So patience while trying to transition. A lot of you, your person, if you're in a relationship connection, your person is also going through some transitions as well, which is calling for this level of distance between the two of you and causing some Five of Cups energy. But yet you stand as the Empress. Now, it may be also Empress in reverse is insecurities, and it may be triggering, I think in the bonus read, it could trigger some shadow aspects of ourselves where we're attached to, and I do believe, guys, comment below. I think my memory serves me right in terms of the bonus read retrograde that I did, that we have attachments to things happening in a specific way, and needing to let that go. It's gonna feel like on our soul like a betrayal of some sort, but it just, we're just very hard on ourselves. Capricorns are very, very tough on themselves. So give me more of this Devil energy. Yeah, so here it is. It's almost like a standstill here. Hanged Man with the Page of Pentacles, and of course it's about your pentacles feeling a stalemate. You're stuck. There's just a feeling of stuck here and things not progressing. Retrograde will do that. The world is here. So without a doubt, something's moving here. And you've got 1, 2, 3 major arcanas right now here, just with the first spread. And then you've got 1, 2, now 3 more showing up just with the first explanation here, including the Sun, right? So this is definitely a transition that's happening within you that is going to you're going to have to change your strategy in this Page of Pentacles and find new ways to, one, ground yourself and to recharge. Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenation from this deck, the Four of Swords is called. There's definitely a need for recharge. So let's get this patience and planning. Again, I do feel this Knight of Cups with the strength and this need to find the strength within. So you're going to have to be patient with this transition. Knight of Cups is a lot of you going for your needs, but also you're just not in a space to give of yourself. I feel, give your cup. Again, the pool, you're going to have to recharge and be patient with this time. I think only give your focus where it's necessary. You know, because again, 8 of Cups, we saw that here where it's called emotional distance in this deck, and that means really creating some emotional distance so you can again recharge. 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords. A true need to take care of yourself here, Capricorn. You know, there's a level of disappointment, and I just think the symptoms for some of you, this is really the symptoms that is just directing you to change, and you're really going to have to find the strength within yourself, which you do have. I know you do, and you will. And there's nothing more. This is your element. 7 of Pentacles is your element. You guys know how to do earthly pentacles more than anyone. You know how to be patient with your plans. And what I'm saying is give yourself grace here with this Strength card right now. So give me more on this Judgment. So new beginning is here. Ace of Wands. Give me more on this Judgment. I want more information. 6 of Wands and another 6. So this is good. You know, this is good because there's a lot of review, and you will recharge with the 6s, which is the same. This is 6 of Swords. To me, there's an energy recharge for you to start over, to kick that fire within yourself. The Ace of Wands, to go into action. But right now, this is a planning stage of what that next stage may be. And once you have this review and contemplation in this truthful moment, you know, for some of you, it will be walking away from a connection, because again, we do have separation here. And for some of you who are not in separation, just are in need of a break, a mental space break, then, you know, you'll be in a space to kind of feel better. Just feel better within your own soul. I just get this feeling of just energy here, you know, your energy just feeling more harmonized. So let's get more on the 6 of Swords here. Moving on. Why is moving on here? And whatever this beginning is, you're just going to feel better about the decision, because again, it's about a paradigm shift. Give me more on the 6 of Swords. Why moving on? Yeah. I knew I was feeling the Temperance here, which is again the divine intervention. A lot of you is definitely a spiritual transition with the Hierophant. And then the 4 of Cups here with the Tower. There is something definitely happening here with a lot of you with the separation here. So a lot of you will have a separation from a commitment, something you guys thought would work out. You guys have Leo energy, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus energy here. But a change, a drastic change here is definitely happening with this decision and this disappointment. But I mean, we got to focus on the world, and the world just means that it's the beginning of another cycle. So, and again, the overall energy is this root. So the root needed to recharge here for a lot of you. For some of you, this could be a work environment, right? A disappointment where you're just changing the way you see your environment. A lot of you may be going through a job change as well. And things are kind of, I'm just with this 4 of Cups. I just feel like some of you are just like kind of over it. Let me clarify this Tower here, Spirit. What is the Tower? This Tower. Wow. So for some of you, gossip in the work environment could have been, or a truth. This is a conversation that comes out where things, here we have Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and 10 of Swords. So again, an ending of not moving forward. I think you're not giving your cup anymore. You're not putting any energy, because The nights are about the movements. You know, all the nights are about movement, how we move towards giving our emotions and the initiatives we take. And the Knight of Wands is about the action we take, the fire, the passion, the pursuits, and that's ending. So some of you are just not gonna, the Tower and the Three of Swords is no longer pursuing, no longer putting any energy towards something. And let's get more on this Four of Cups. Yeah, the Moon and Three of Cups. Yeah, so there's just a lot of stuff. Eight of Swords. I feel you're no longer going to blind yourself. You know, some of you wanted to really work things out, be cordial when it came to this connection, or try to really keep the peace, be understanding. But there's a disappointment here that it just isn't. Now, for others of you who, again, it's just a mental break and you're taking your time alone, this is just a recharge, you know. And what I feel a lot of these devil energies, self-sabotaging, it's more of inflicted energies, which to me with the Moon, the cosmos, the changes are causing some level of questioning when it comes to probably your relationship. I honestly am feeling, again, because this is a number 3, Three of Cups, it represents for me the Empress energy, which we have here. It's more about you don't have much to give right now. Your energy is kind of depleted. And you're right now in a space to needing to recharge. You're just not, that you just can't give that cup to anyone right now, and a need of recharge and replenish is necessary. So let's get into this world. So the world here, we've got Three of Cups, more threes, Three of Wands, the Knight of Swords, we've got the Lover showing up, and the Star. I think this is a change for a lot of you, an unexpected change. Some of you are just gonna, I just feel a need for optimism with this Three of Wands and going for something like another connection, putting yourself out there, knowing your value, knowing your worth when it comes to the Lovers and the Star. And this is just a new journey. And for those of you who are just, you know, again, the world, you will recharge and you will be in a more joyful place with your person once you recharge your energy, or probably get past this retrograde. Honestly, I do strongly feel that a lot of you is planning patience, right? So a lot of you are traveling this honeymoon. I say vacation. So this will recharge the connection and really put it back into some level of alignment, you know, for the both of you. Let's get more on this Lovers. Yeah, so Hierophant, Taurus energy. Again, the energies go either way. You know, some of you are just moving forward and going towards a more better commitment. And some of you are just, okay, you're just back in the energies of your commitment. Give me more on the Lovers. It's almost like a path you guys went. More travel, Two of Wands. You know, a lot of you are really going to probably travel with your person. I feel it's where this is a star, right? Soul alignment. Once you reach a certain place in your soul, I feel like you're going to feel a little better. Give me more on the Star. Maybe for a lot of you, this vacation is very necessary. Yeah. 10 of Wands. And then the High Priestess. So this is definitely a spiritual alignment for a lot of you. And it's just a space to, you got to let the purge happen. The purge is happening and it's spiritual realm, you guys. So some of you, I know I sound crazy for some of you, but those of you who know what I'm talking about know what I'm saying. It's going to bring this Ace of Pentacles, which has been showing up for some time. So, you know, it's leading to a new beginning. And we're back to the Wands, which is the root chakra. So the root chakra, there is a transition here, the world, a new cycle about your root, your base. So this is just something that really, really needs a lot of patience, guys. I can't even, I'm going to pull some of these codependent energies. Let's see what some of you may have to, may not apply to everyone, but okay, these came out pretty fast. So jealousy, your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. So if some of you are getting your jealousy, your inner child is triggering jealousy, maybe that's why some of you need that time apart. You know, maybe fighting a lot with your partner and you just need some time and space to process your emotions. Compulsive behaviors, identify your internal feelings. What are you looking to control or feel for the moment? Yeah, so I think a lot of you may be just in need of controlling your feelings. Just like I was saying, identify your feelings. We tend to really hide our feelings very well. And I think this is a moment to identify, which is what it's saying here, identify your internal, like take time to really identify your emotions here for some of you. And prejudice, what if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? And maybe this is not, this is probably judging the situation, you know, from a certain perspective. I feel this is a more harsh energy on yourself, this prejudice. Like this, again, what if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? And I feel this has more to do with the harsh energy towards yourself and your attachments, which is what I was explaining here, Capricorn, with this, even with the retrograde reading that I did, where you can be attached to a certain identity or a strategy of a way of things being. And you probably judge yourself a lot based off of that. And it tends to trigger, you know, maybe jealousy here and like maybe feeling lack of, or whatever these emotions are. But some of you may need moments to identify what those are. So let's see. Triggers. Narcissist. Cut cords to past and present narcs in your life. Oof. I cannot stress how much I've been feeling these things. But Capricorn, this is why I'm saying a lot of you may be empaths. So you're going to have to be very careful about your energy. And I feel that's why so much time alone is necessary. Sometimes the things we feel, even some of these shadow aspects, can come from the narcissist, and they're pulling from you. That's why I'm saying this magnetic attraction. You don't have much to give, and you're gonna have to recharge. I'm gonna pull another one, Spirit. Wow, we got quite a few. Go outside, breathe, and escape traps of the mind. Nature nurtures. So yeah, please take time. Again, Spirit is saying to nurture your mind. Player, you're not the only one. Ask them. So a lot of you, this separation is, again, there are a lot of threes. So this could possibly be a third-party situation for some of you where they're just engaging in other connections. And to me, that really doesn't matter. The point here is they're not giving to you. And you're obviously, I'm more concerned about the heavy energies you're feeling versus whatever this person's doing, because this is about cutting people out, right? So this person could be a narc and there's way too much energy given to them. And then Star Child, yep, your home is in the stars. And that's what Spirit is trying to do, is really bring you back to yourself with all this soul alignment and symptoms and signs and this shift. And it's really to bring you back home. Capricorn. So let's get a guidance here. I know this is a long read, but I felt it was necessary. Facing fears. You're running, but you can't hide. It is time to go within and face what you fear. What is holding you back in living your best life? You're the only one who can. It starts with you and ends with you. You know, that is the devil energy. That is yourself. So, guys, we are the devil. And that means we know we can dive deep into that shadow and see it. And then we could also hide it very well, but we could also run from it. So Spirit is just saying, sit with yourself, right? Go outside, breathe, and escape traps of the mind and see what these things are. And also those who deal with narcs is, what is it that that narc is mirroring back to you, right? What are you holding yourself? What is the fear of meeting them, or, you know, whatever the case may be, because I feel like this narc stuff is really specific. But some of you, this can be also just attracting in work environments, you guys. So I don't feel this is one just in relationships. I feel you guys have been really on this 9 of Pentacles path that I've been picking up for a very long time. And that will give you harsh energies like that. This is when the narcissist or the dark attachments want to bring you down, when you're uplifting yourself the most. And that's why Spirit here with the Star and the 10 of Wands and the High Priestess is, this is your path, and there are things you need to put down. So it will have a face of fear, right? That's the face of whatever that can be experienced. Oh, wow. More synchronizations, guys. So much about synchronizations. Some of you are seeing 333, 11, and 555, and 555 has changed. So definitely change is happening here. So the synchronizations you're experiencing is the universe letting you know you are aligning to your true path. And that's just it. This will happen when you start aligning. It's almost like I kind of call it the graduation. I know it's kind of crazy. Why do we need to hurt in order to graduate? But when it comes to the soul only learns through pain, unfortunately. So Capricorn, I hope this helped at least in terms of reflection, because this is a lot to read and it's hard for me to give it. But I know there's a lot of signs and I know there's a lot of things that are being processed. So take this time to really pause and hear your thoughts and write them or do whatever that makes sense to you. So I love you. Please like, share, subscribe.